My family had a Christmas tradition that almost unalived my little sister. My family had this sick tradition called blood bonding. Every Christmas, we'd all sit in a circle and mark our palms with the same rusty knife, then press our bleeding hands together while chanting our family motto, "Pain shared is strength gained." My grandfather started it in prison back in the 70s, saying it made his cellmates loyal to each other. What began as a gang ritual became our twisted holiday tradition where even toddlers got their tiny palms marked. When I turned 4, I screamed so loud the neighbors called the cops. But when police showed up, everyone just said I'd fallen and marked myself. They believed it because who would think an entire family marks their children on purpose? At 8, the knife slipped and Uncle Tony did too deep into my palm. Red liquid was everywhere. I needed 12 stitches, but we couldn't go to the hospital because they'd ask questions. My aunt just wrapped it in duct tape and told me to stop being dramatic. When I was 13, my little cousin Elena was only 2 years old. She was so small they had to hold her down while she screamed, "No! No!" as Grandpa dragged the knife. The sound she made still haunts my nightmares. But it wasn't optional. Anyone who refused got beaten unconscious, then cut while they were out. My brother Jake tried to run away one Christmas morning. They dragged him back, made him do the bonding with a broken face. The worst part? We all had matching scars on our left palms that looked like gang tattoos. Teachers asked questions. Doctors got suspicious. But we were trained to lie, to say we all had the same accident with broken glass. When Elena turned 7, she begged me not to let them mark her again. She'd been having panic attacks every December since she was 2. I promised her I'd protect her this time. But when Christmas came, Dad looked at me with dead eyes and said, "This is what makes us family. Blood is thicker than water, and ours runs together." So when they grabbed Elena and she started screaming, I did something that changed everything. I grabbed the rusty knife from Grandpa's hands and marked my palm deep. Red liquid was gushing everywhere. I was screaming, but I didn't let go. "You want it?" I yelled. "Here's your damn red liquid!" Everyone froze. Elena stopped crying. The room went dead silent. My family was so shocked they just stared at me. Dad finally wrapped my hand in a towel and told everyone to go to bed, saying we'd deal with this tomorrow. But I couldn't sleep. Elena was crying in her room. My hand was throbbing, and I knew this would never end unless I did something. Around 2 a.m., when everyone was asleep, I snuck into Elena's room and woke her up quietly. "We're leaving," I whispered. I helped her climb out her bedroom window, then followed her out. My hand was still bleeding through the towel, but I didn't care. We ran barefoot through the snow to Mrs. Patterson's house next door. She was the neighbor who'd called police when I was 4. I banged on her door until she answered, still in her nightgown. When she saw us, me covered in red liquid, Elena crying, both of us shaking in the cold, she immediately pulled us inside. "What happened? Oh my God, what happened to your hand?" I told her everything. About the ritual. Mrs. Patterson didn't hesitate. She called 911 immediately while wrapping my hand in clean bandages. When police arrived, they took one look at my wound, Elena's terrified face, and our matching palm scars, and immediately called for backup. They went to our house and found the ritual knife still covered in my red liquid. They woke up my family and started making arrests. Elena and I told them everything. About the screaming, about the nightmares, about begging not to be hurt every Christmas. Grandpa got 12 years in prison. Dad got 4 years. Uncle Tony got 5 years. Last Christmas, Elena and I had our first normal holiday. We made cookies, watched movies, opened presents. No knives, no bonding, no screaming.